Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today with more Vinland Saga, you guys. I'm really excited to check out more of this show. If you're joining me early today, you know just what it means. It means you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so much, and as always, I'm sending up those big old hugs right through that screen. And if not, still thank you for joining me today. I'm glad you're here. I do hope you'll consider supporting me that way. The link to my Patreon is going to be in the description down below. So we got a pretty good episode of Vinland Saga last time. Our crew, I guess if you want to call them that, even though I haven't been crazy about some of their actions in the past, but I mean it's where Thorfinn is, so I guess it's our crew. Finally got a hold of the prince, of Prince Canute. There was some debate at the end of the episode as to the specific gender of the prince. I have been told it does appear to be a male with very feminine features, at least based on what we know so far. I don't know if we're gonna learn more or, but I was like very confused at the end of the last episode. I'm like, wait. Is this person, like, what is going on? So, it was cleared up for me that for now, tentatively, we are going with the idea that this is a male individual, who has very feminine features. So, and they got the prince. And I don't know where I got the idea that, like, they were gonna try to, like, capture the prince for themselves and then see, like, which side would pay more for him. I feel like maybe Askeladd said that and maybe he was just joking around, because now it seems like they're legit, like, on board with you know, helping out with the Danish and everything. It does not seem like they are, but who knows? Who knows, you guys? I will say, once again, that Thorkell, I just been saying Thorkell like snorkel, but I think it's actually like Thorkell, whatever. You know who I mean. He's wildly entertaining. And even when he's being just like really awful, it's really hard not to be entertained by him because he's just a larger than life personality. No pun intended, because he's also very large in stature, but, last episode, he just straight up, like, they're making this big case for getting the prince back, and he just straight up is like, okay, cool, here you go, here's your prince, now let's fight. Like, he is just all about the fight, and he actually put it together last episode, which I didn't realize he hadn't put it together yet, who Thorfinn is, and whose son he is. And everyone kind of overheard it. So it didn't really dawn on me that, like, no one was really aware of who he was, necessarily until this point. I mean, like, we know some people were aware, but, like, Thorkell, I thought already knew. And it was pointed out to me that there was a scene between the two of them, Thorkell and Thor's, like, way back at the beginning of the series, but we had, like, no context for who he was or, like, you know, what any of it really meant or anything. So I would love to go back now and watch that scene and just be like, ooh, I would so love to see that fight. I'm not gonna lie. I wonder if they ever did fight, even just like sparring or anything. That would have been interesting. I'm sure it would have made Thorkell's day. He is all about that battle, baby. So yeah, so what are we doing now that we have the prince? You know, we're past the halfway point now. What is up with Vinland? Are we ever going to do anything with Vinland? Is Vinland an ironic title for this show? Are we actually going to do something with Vinland at some point? I'm sure they are. But all these questions and more will be answered, hopefully. Probably not in the next episode, but I'm sure we'll get something in the next episode. So what do you say we go ahead, get started? Let's go. Oh, where's he from? Okay. The ear. Okay. Oh, so he has like super hearing. Okay. Oh. Well, if they were 2 days away yesterday, then they'd be 1 day away now. Oh, he's good. Oh. Reinforcements, huh? Oh, he's calling the other guys. Is he calling the other guys that they left behind? Oh, morale. Yeah, that will probably help. Will it? Okay. Well, little motivation, I guess. Askeladd's in no mood. What? Hold up. What? And? Could tell what? What could he tell? Thought maybe he knew him. Okay. Well. Oh, so they're worried because he's gonna be either king someday? Is that? I mean, the Vikings kind of do their own thing, so I'd think, like, leadership wouldn't be a huge deal to them, but, you know, I guess it doesn't mean you're not involved in, like, home politics and stuff just because you're a Viking. Oh, and they're slowing down because of their own issues here. Huh? Who are they? Commander? Oh, okay, alright. It was kind of pudgy. Oh. Whoa, who? Place? Okay. Well. No, it does not. No, it does not. Okay. It's Wales! Okay, so I have no concept of what Wales was actually doing during this time. So they just kind of did their own thing? Oh. I wonder if all this is true. It probably is. Oh. And they're probably going to be looking for them on a ship, though, right? Oh. Can we put him in, like, some less conspicuous clothes? Why? Why do we need to catch the hawk? Oh, just because he felt like it? Oh, alright. So they like Askeladd. Get Thorfinn on it for you. Ooh. Are they? I wonder if they're around the same age. Oh, they are the same age. Oh, they're not going to get along. I'm calling it right now. They're not, at least not at first. Like, he's scared. He's scared. Yeah, no. He's got like the death stare going. That's just his face now. Okay. Ooh, he's got kind of a scary face as well. That's a nice thing to say. Oh, he thought Thorfinn was the prince? No, I don't think so. Uh-huh. Okay. Oh, he does. I don't think he's going to be doing much of anything. He looks pretty. Maybe not though. Maybe he's just a little shy. He might just be shy. Oh, he's shy though. He's a shy boy. This one guy's just thirsty back here. Oh. You know, we're not getting off to a great start with whales and the whole, like, let's have peace with whales thing. True. I want a farm. I want a sword. I knew someone was gonna put that out there. Because they think about this an awful lot. They really do. I knew someone was gonna put that out there. That's not what they want to hear. What's that? Oh, this is the priest that was a little... Love. Okay. You've never heard of love? Is it some kind of food? I believe food is love. You know, it makes a lot of sense about what we know about these soldier guys that they've never heard of love. That's very sad. Oh, they're gonna learn about love. Oh, they're playing the friendship music. Got it. Interesting that he would flash back to Thor's. The legend? Oh, from the west, are they referring to Vinland maybe? What? Are they... What? Okay. Did they... Oh, are they not... Oh, they're not really... They're not really messengers. Hold up. Oh. Thorfinn's not scared. Oh, see, he knew. He sensed it too. Oh my God. No, you can't end it there. All right, you guys. Wow. So great ep. So I did go back really quick and watch the ending to see if like, did they drop hints about who exactly did this? And I even looked up the Wikipedia description of the episode, and it just says that archers showed up at the end. So I'm assuming they were with the English. But I don't know, Thorkell kind of like had a look on his face like he was pleased about it. So was it something he did? Was he in on it? Or was he just happy to see mayhem beginning? I don't know. But so some interesting themes in this one. We're getting, the more the show goes on, the more we're turning from just like the story that started out about Thorfinn and his story and Askeladd and the Vikings. And we're getting a little bit more into kind of the deeper politics of the time. And, you know, Askeladd's been kind of shifty about like, I don't know, like, can this child be a good king? Like, I can kind of tell these things about people. And I looked at him and I did not get like a king vibe off of him. So kind of, even though like that kind of took me by surprise at first, like it seems like someone in his position wouldn't really care about who's going to do well as like a leader position or anything. Like I kind of feel like no matter who's in power, the Vikings are just going to kind of do their thing. But he seems like genuinely concerned about it. And I guess, you know, he should be because he is working with the Danish army. So it does like affect him at the end of the day. So that was kind of interesting to see. We got to meet some folks from Wales, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if all that stuff they were saying about Wales is historically accurate, but pretty interesting nonetheless. So they kind of have, everyone kind of has their like their claim, their stake in this, you know, like the Vikings are working with the Danish, so they're helping the Danish army. It's the Danish versus the English, and Wales doesn't want problems with England, so they're trying to get the Danish king, or the Danish prince, I guess, who's going to be the king. They're trying to get him all situated with the understanding, don't bother us, don't bother Wales when this all goes down. Like, just leave Wales alone. So, and again, like, I'm coming into this with very, very little, actually probably like no historical knowledge of these countries during this time. So it really is anyone's guess, like what's going to happen in my estimation. Some of you out there who are historically inclined and know about things like this probably know like some of the details moving forward, at least like in the broad perspective. Obviously not what's going to happen to our specific characters, but so it's very interesting to me that I feel like typically you'd start a series with like, here's what's going on, here's our backdrop, here's, you know, like kind of this big picture story, and now we're going to introduce you to some kind of, you know, characters who are a part of it on like a much more individual level, and we're going to take our story from there in the context of this bigger picture that we introduced to you. This show, I feel like, did the opposite. It started with the story of like one family and one kid and his dad, and then we kind of build outward from there, learning about, you know, what's going on with this war, how it involves the Vikings, how our characters are going to get swept up in it. So kind of an interesting reversal to me of how to do that story, but it does make you, I have to say, like, it does make you slightly more invested when you already know the characters and now you're learning what's happening in the world in the context of the characters. So that is interesting, but all right, we've been ambushed. The king is very shy. Like, he is painfully shy. I feel like he probably has some really good thoughts and opinions of his own, but he is just, expression is not his thing. It is not his thing whatsoever. Does not mean he can't eventually grow into a good king, though. We'll see. Hopefully he'll make it out of this alive. So they're pairing him up with Thorfinn, and I'm just looking at that and I'm like, oh no, that's that's either the beginning of something really horrible or something really great. Like, they are going to hate each other at first. Like, that's not going to work at first, but maybe this will work. Maybe they'll end up being friends. But like at first, it's like it's like putting fire and ice together. Boy, that's going to be interesting. If the prince makes it out of this, which I hope he does. I don't know what's going to happen if he doesn't. That's going to wreck a lot of plans for a lot of people. So maybe that's how we get to Vinland. Thorfinn just decides, like, hey, seems like, we're all going to get laid off because this whole war thing didn't work out. I'm head to Vinland. I will never stop asking about where's Vinland during this show. But it is really cool that they're kind of like stringing us along this much, just with the story that they've built, and we're not even at Vinland yet. Like, it really speaks for how good the show is that we can have a very fun, interesting show that has not even reflected its title yet. All right, guys, what's gonna happen now? Fingers crossed that everything works out. Yeah, that would really stink if the prince died at this point. Like, at first I was just like, whatever, and now I feel like they're really driving it home, like, how important he is in all of this. So, yeah. So, we'll see. Alright, guys, that was a great episode. I had a blast with it. I hope you had a blast watching along with me. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.